It's easy to say not to give up and don't give up, which is the right advice. Always it is the right advice in life. If you've started a business and you put everything into it and the business has failed, and you've lost all your money, or the business has collapsed, or you put everything into a relationship, you were hoping and believing that you're going to get married and spend the rest of your life with a person, you love each other, but then it doesn't work out. And the person leaves you, or you're not compatible, and you're heartbroken, you just feel like it's over, I'm not good enough, it's never going to work out. Or you get a health scare, you get a health challenge, and you're really worried about your health. It's easy to say don't give up and keep believing, or you're depressed, or you're going through suicidal thoughts, you feel like you're on your own, you're trapped, or any sort of loss or breakdown, or you've put in a lot of time and many years, like I said, in any relationship, and then you get crushed and you don't expect it, and it's heartbreaking and it's disheartening, and it makes you feel terrible. You feel ashamed, you feel judged, you feel like, why is this happening to me? It's because I've done something wrong. This doesn't happen to other people, even though you know that it's happened to loads of people. It's life. But it's not that easy though. Easy to say, but not easy to do. We can go online and there's so many good videos out there, including some of mine, if you don't mind me saying. Don't give up, live your dreams. And they're so beautiful and they're so true. But to actually do it for yourself, it takes more than guts. It takes more than courage. I believe it takes more than heart. I believe it takes faith, and it takes a spiritual strength. Because what's so difficult is the pain, the emotions, the agony, the pain in the body. Facing that is hurtful. No one wants to feel that. No one enjoys that. Facing the conversation, the torment, the intrusive thoughts, the panic attacks, the shame, the loneliness of it, the tragedy, the hurt, the sorrow, all that, that's a lot to deal with. That's a lot to deal with. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of threats. There's a lot of intrusive threats. There's a lot of external challenges. There's a lot of internal. There's a lot going on. So when you think about continuing, you get hit with the opposition. And it's difficult. It's difficult to want to keep moving forward, especially when you're not happy. And one of the hardest things is saying, that line in Rocky that I love in Rocky 3 when he says to Adrian on the beach, how did everything that was so good get so bad? And she says, what got so bad? Tell me. And he said, I wrecked everything by not thinking for myself. And then he goes into that story, his manager dies, and he said, you wake up your whole life thinking that you're a winner, but then you realize one day that you're not, you're really a loser. And then his wife says to him, but you're not a loser, that's not true. And he says, I am a loser. And she says, but you're not a loser, look at the facts. He says, yeah, but I feel like it. You don't understand, Adrian, I've lost all my confidence. So you lose your confidence. You lose your confidence when you have a breakdown of any type, whether it's a relationship, it's mental health, it's financial, it's business, or maybe all of them. You might have gone through all of them. You lose your confidence, you lose what you once had. And that's what's painful in every area. And then it brings up life, it brings up the past, it brings up all the times when you failed or when you felt like a failure. So it brings up fact and fiction. There's facts in our life where we did fail, but that could just be our perception. And there's also fictional failing where our conversation turns very negative, very abusive, very unkind. And it puts us in a dark place. So when you're in a dark place, when you feel defeated, when you've lost all hope, when there are challenges financially, mentally and emotionally, and you've lost something that you had, that you once had, it's gone. How do you move forward? You need to talk about it, what we're doing now. You need to get it out. You need a dialogue. You need to find a purpose. You need to find faith or something stronger and really make a commitment. You need a new motivation. And you need to find motivation in every second of every minute, of every waking hour, of every month, of every day, to build yourself back. It's a process. Coming back is not a quick fix, as it wasn't a quick fix building it. And you have to try and focus on today, now. It's not going to be easy though. You are going to go back, but sometimes you've got to go back to go forward. Sometimes we've got to do everything that we know we shouldn't do, ruminate. Reminisce, the memories we had with this person, or the memories when we were financially free, or when we were confident, or when we didn't have health challenges. We've got to sometimes go back there to draw on strength. So we've got to go back and forward. It's not perfect. We've got to allow ourselves to be human as well. We're not perfect, but we do have greatness in us though. We definitely have greatness, and we've got to connect on the fact that other people have been through what we're going through, and they've grown through it, and they've come back stronger and succeeded. And what got me through these times, and still does, is I want to help more people. I want to say to other people that think that there's no hope, there is hope, because I've been where you've been, and I've got to where you want to get to, and I can share my story and mentor you now and help you if you're committed. We have to make a lifelong commitment to come back, not just for ourselves. If it's just for yourself, you probably won't do it. You won't find the strength, because it might be. I'm not saying it is, but it could be selfish too. So there's good selfish, and there can be unhealthy. You've got to do this for yourself, yes, and maybe there's times where too much people pleasing, you've been pleasing everyone else. But you've got to do it for you and others. There are others that need you. You do matter. You have got value. Just because we had a lot of value and we feel that we lost it, well, it doesn't mean that we're not valuable. We're all valuable, just being alive. We don't need material things to determine our value in this world. But that's not a rationalization to not want to build those things back. Obviously, we've got bills to pay. We've got to eat. It's not cheap. We want to get by. But focus on being a good person. Focus on building your character. Focus on the type of person that you want to be and you want to become. And I've got a little cheesy saying, I hope it will make you laugh. Don't get bitter, get better. Bitterness always arrives with hurt, with heartache, but don't stay there. Don't stay in bitterness. Don't stay in defeat. Don't stay in anger, in hurt, in betrayal, because usually someone's betrayed us, or we might feel that way, or the mistakes that you've made. Find forgiveness. Move on, grow. Appreciate what loss has given you. Loss always gives you something. It takes time usually for us to realize that. I learned that when I had a mental health breakdown. I had everything I had the world at my feet, and I lost it all. And I felt like I lost it. But later on I realized I gained something a lot more precious. A lot more precious. It's hard to put into words. I'll say it right now. For me personally, faith, God, love, a better person, character, strength, this video. I couldn't do this video years ago. I wasn't the person to do this video. I had to go through loss, through hardship, through pain, through sorrow, through many nights of depression, anxiety, shame, pain, blame. I had to go through those things and grow through them to get to a better place. And that's the motivation, all these things. This is my story I want to share with you, so you can figure out how to change your story. Connection. Speak to other people that have been through what you've been through and overcome it. Get mentors. Ignore negative people that want to bring you down. There is hope. There's always hope. There's only not hope if you give up on hope. There's always hope. Learn to fall back in love of life again. Practice gratitude. Practice the simple things. Go for the park. You know, I'm going to make a joke. Be around cats, by nice animals, nice people, nature. Help people. The best time to help people is when you feel helpless. When you feel that you ain't got anything. You have got loads in you. You can always help people. It doesn't cost any money to help people. It doesn't cost any money, not yet, to walk in a park. You know, get around nature, rebuild. Practice gratitude. What are you grateful for throughout your challenges? What is your pain? Pain makes you smart. Pain makes you wise. It wakes you up. It makes you appreciate. It makes you learn from your mistakes, but it makes you appreciate the good things. It makes you forgive. It makes you have stronger boundaries. So you treat people the way you want to be treated, but you don't take crap from people. You have boundaries. All these things. You know, the lessons are in the pain. They are in the shame. Come back stronger. Then you'll look back and say, I'm glad this happened to me, because if it didn't happen to me, I wouldn't be where I am now. I wouldn't be the person I am. I wouldn't have the relationships I've got. I wouldn't be able to give the kindness and love that I can give to others if I hadn't gone through this challenging time. But don't deny the fact that it is challenging. Don't judge yourself for crying. Crying doesn't make you weak. It makes you strong, makes you heal. Don't judge, but learn. Don't stay stuck forever. Move forward, even at the pace of a snail. One step at a time. Trust me, you will get the help, you'll get through it, you'll be better. And other people need you to get through it. They need you to help them. We all need one another. So this is how you do it. And listen to the motivation. Find what works for you. Like Bruce Lee said, reject whatever I say that is not useful for you right now. absorb what is helpful, even if it's one bit that I said, and from everyone else, but learn from yourself. You know, follow your own intuition, your own instincts, and don't be afraid to get help when you need it. That's a real strength. All these things, one step at a time. Don't give up. There's always hope, and you will get through what you're going through right now. That's how you do it. I hope that helps. All right, I'll speak to you soon. My name's Jonathan. I mentor people on how to change their lives, live a positive life, come back from challenges, and be a better person. All right, like, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Awesome.